Cork Handball board, just newly appointed since January of this year, 2013.
Well, Margaret, first off, congratulations on the award. I suppose it's a fantastic achievement for yourselves, and I suppose the people who've won All-Ireland titles who are represented here today.
Yes, we're very pleased and honoured to be recognised by Rebel Oak, and it's great to see that handball now in 2013 is reaching the profile that we are glad that it is at, and since the rebranding of the association in 2009 we definitely have come to an all-time high, and we have now been rebranded as GAA Handball, and since then we now have I suppose the results have been here this evening and being recognised.
That's something I wanted to ask you as well, is because I suppose handball doesn't get the recognition and the exposure that the other Gaelic games sports get, so is that I suppose a bit of a challenge for you in promoting the game?
Well, it is a huge challenge, I suppose. As I said, since 2009 I would say the game has been reinvented and rejuvenated. It was always there in our fathers and grandfathers' time, hitting the ball off a wall in some school or some wall in a town or village, but definitely I suppose with the rebranding we have had the profile. We've had the World Championships in 2012, so with that led to a huge increased profile nationally and internationally, and knock-on effect down to small clubs and villages.
And how do you get the word out to clubs then? Is it by focusing on the underage section of clubs and stuff like that, is there?
Word out to clubs, I suppose we have 11 clubs affiliated to the board in the county of Cork. So with that, like, you have 11 towns or villages with clubs up and running at present. Also there's a huge new schools initiative with GAA Handball over the last 3 years. So since 3 years we have 200 new one-wall courts inside the school handing, and promoting schools handball. So once child experiments with the game inside the school, we hope then that maybe they will source their local club. So it kind of starts at that stage, maybe inside in school, or find your local club, or profile of good players and good marketing in your own town club. It's word of mouth in towns really, I'm finding, and a lot of family members, friends and cousins. That's kind of where it's at, smaller scale than say hurling and football clubs.
For people who've never played handball, who've never seen a game of handball, I suppose, how would you describe it to them? It's I suppose similar to squash in a way, isn't it?
Yes, it's similar to squash. We have a court could be 40 by 20 in size, and then there's another court 60 by 30, and then there's a one-wall court. So there's 3 different types of grades, I suppose, or games of handball. The 40 by 20 can be singles game, so you have 2 inside in a court, or you can have the doubles game. So I suppose in comparison to the team sport, you just have yourself to watch out for, and the 50 or 60 pairs of eyes looking at you. So the individual nature of the game, I suppose.
I played handball myself, and I found it's fantastic, I suppose, for fitness, because it really gets your cardio up, and after, I suppose you would get really, really fit from playing the game because it is quite intense.
It is quite intense, and I suppose with the hurling and football game you get a designated amount of time, whereas with the handball game it's so many, it'll be however long it'll take to get to 15 aces for a juvenile or 21 for an adult, and that can go on to definitely maybe over the hour or an hour and a half. So stamina definitely would be something, fitness and endurance would be something that can be well and truly needed for the game of handball.
Now, you've been recognised for your successes here, and a couple of lads have won All-Ireland titles and stuff. It's been a great year, I suppose, for you.
Yes, it has been a great year, 2012, and I suppose the World Handball Championships, which was at City West Dublin, was what was the focal point of 2012. People came from 33 countries and participated for 11 days and nights with thousands and thousands of games being played. So I suppose it profiled it as a spectator sport as well as participating sport. I suppose then we would have had our award winners here this evening would be representing their clubs at Munster and going on to All-Ireland level across the grades of 60 by 30 and 40 by 20. So that would be our successes for 2012.
Now, it's a fantastic sport to play. If anybody wants to take it up, even as an adult, how do they go about it?
Definitely the GAA Handball website, www.gahandball.ie, and you'll get all your information there. Source your local club, I suppose, the Corkman, I'd be killed for saying that, will I? Or your local papers will be have reports from local clubs, so definitely the GAA Handball website will have the link and have every piece of information there, and Facebook page, and all your information will be there to be followed.
Well, Margaret, thanks very much for talking to us, and congratulations again on winning the Rebel Oak Award.
Thanks very, very much.
Your club and your achievements this year.
My name is Daniel Relhin for Liscarroll Handball Club. Won the minor hardball All Ireland last year. Michael Hennigan, again, we beat Wexford in the final. And we played in the World Championships last year, and we lost the semi-final of the World Middle C doubles. It was good, like there was a lot of games and stamina wasn't great. Like, but in 17 singles, we lost in the third round and Michael lost in the second round. And 17 doubles we lost in the quarter final against number 1 seeds, and they lost it. So that just goes to show like that it's a tough game. Like we won the under 17 6x30 softball in 2011. That was doubles again.
I suppose getting the Rebel Road Award as well is a fantastic achievement, because as you were saying to Mark, I suppose handball, I suppose, doesn't get the exposure that I suppose hurling and football get.
Oh yeah, I know. Sure. It was only kind of introduced into GA a few years ago. Like, so I wasn't a GA sport until I think I was in 2009 or something. But I suppose hurling would be it's a shadow like hurling. Hurling is probably, and football obviously. But it's a growing sport. Like, it's growing. So.
How did you get involved in it?
Well, Michael started when he was about younger age anyway, but he came up to me at school one day. He was like, Cork Handball training there when I was 8 years old. And I went through anyway, and I liked it, and kept on going. Eventually I realised I was getting better, like, so I said, might as well keep this on. I liked it, like. With Michael really was.
And if people are thinking about it, would you recommend it to play?
Oh yeah, it's a brilliant sport. You don't have great. It requires great fitness. It keeps you occupied, and gets to meet a lot of people. Like, you get to travel all around the country, and it's a great sport.
And it is quite intense as well, particularly cardio-wise, especially in singles as well, because there's no one in there but yourself, and there's no one, I suppose, to pass the ball for the winning score, whatever like that, and it's all yourself.
Yeah, it requires fast thinking, to be honest. Like, there's no second chances. Like, if you mess up, like, that's it, you get punished. It's different to hurling now, like, sure. Hurling's basically a team sport. Like, singles, like, you're there on your own. No one to help you unless you get shouted in from the outside, like, that's about it.
If you were to describe the sport, I suppose, to someone who's never seen it being played, how would you describe it? I suppose it's similar to squash in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah, squash, it's basically the same thing as squash, only without a racket, bigger court, livelier ball, serious fitness required. That's about it, really, like, if you wanted to tell it.
I suppose what's next for you now as a player heading on?
I'm going to concentrate now. I have junior nationals now coming up in next month, April 19th. That would be the last, probably 40 by 20, but then next after that will be minor hardball, and we're going to try retain our title from last year. So and then after that we'll have the minor softball 6x30.
Best luck with the year ahead, and congratulations on the award again.
Thanks a million. Thanks.
Cheers,